Unconditional love, the love of God operating through the human heart. I describe love as the awareness and acceptance of our wholeness. Contemplate that. Are you aware that you're whole and perfect? Have you accepted that you're whole and perfect? At Agape, we teach a practical spirituality that allows you to create the life that you would love, allows you to better understand love, allows you to connect to something so much greater than what your mind and your body believe it to be. We offer it in a practical way so that it empowers you. You don't need me. You don't need anyone else. You don't need any substances. The power is in you. And each week we come together to explore that power and how we can use it to create a life that is fulfilling. So with that, we're going to start off as we do every week with meditation. So if you would, bring yourself to a comfortable, seated, upright position. Your back is straight. Hands gently resting on your lap. Eyes closed. Bring your awareness now to your breath. And I want you to consciously breathe into your heart and breathe out from your heart. With every breath, feel yourself becoming more and more relaxed. Going deeper and deeper into a state of complete and perfect relaxation from the top of your head to the tips of your toes, from the tips of the fingers of your right hand to the tips of your fingers on your left hand. Feel your body just relax. Today, bring your awareness to your third eye, in the center of your brain, at the level of your eyebrow, right about here. This is where your intuitive wisdom is. This is where you tap into infinite wisdom. This is where you find truth. I want you to breathe in and out of your third eye now, opening it so that the divine flow of wisdom opens wider and wider, so that new ideas, new information, new possibilities become available to you. As you breathe here, know that the information, that whatever you're seeking is available to you. So where are you most challenged in your life right now? Once you've determined what that is, ask the divine wisdom, ask your third eye, what is my next step to resolve, to move forward in this area of life where I'm challenged or I'm seeking greater growth? Simply sit and listen for that next step. All too often, we believe that we need to know every step. But the truth is, life is a journey. And it unfolds from one moment of now to the next moment of now. And all you have to ever know is, what is my next step? And the key is, when you become still and you listen, the divine wisdom within you will speak in a way that you will hear and guide you on this journey of your perfect life. Because no one knows what's right for you but you, but your heart. And your heart becomes your filter for the divine wisdom. It is that which selects. It's that which allows you to be unique. So fill your heart with gratitude. Gratitude to just have been still for a few moments, to ask an empowering question, and to have listened. And know that you can come back here by simply just breathing in and out of your third eye, asking a question, and sitting in the silence and listen. This power and this wisdom is always there for you. So gently, start to move your hands, your fingers, your toes, maybe your head from side to side or in a circle. And when you're ready, open your eyes and welcome back to this time and this place. If you knew this, you would never settle for anything. As you reflect on your life, do you settle? One of the things when I was brought up pretty poor. We did not have a lot. I wasn't, the poorest of the poor, but I was probably in the lower 25% of the population. And my mother always taught me, always get quality food, because quality food will influence your body. Even though we didn't have a lot of money, we always ate good. We never had a new car, never had new clothes, lived in a very, very, very small home, surrounded by a lot of wealthy people in other neighborhoods. But we ate good because my mom said, never settle. So no one ever has to settle for anything that would prevent them from living and being their best self. And when we come to understand that each of us is unique, but in that uniqueness, we have a divine wisdom that's there to guide us. And that divine wisdom is working in a field of infinite possibilities where all things are possible to the divine wisdom. To our ego-centered mind, it's not possible, but to the divine mind within us, it is possible. So it comes back to the idea, you never, ever have to settle. And the more we become aware, the less we settle for anything in our lives. You see, there is a power in you that can transform anything you may be experiencing, whether it is disease, peace, harmony, lack of abundance, and or self-worth. With all that's happening in the world, in the Ukraine, Russia, the Middle East, Israel, Palestine, there's not an easy solution in the 3D world. But there is a power in you. And that power is in every human being. And if we start to change ourselves, we can change the experience of the outer world. Disease is not your natural state. Health is. Peace is your natural state, not chaos. Harmony is your natural state, not discord. Abundance is your natural state, not lack. And the biggest one of all that determines everything is you. I'm talking to you, are worthy of anything you can imagine and anything you can believe. But in order for that, you've got to let go of all the nonsense that you've been pre-programmed into believing about you and what you're worthy of. We just need to recognize that there is an ever-present power. It exists. And then begin to work with it in a logical and consistent manner to become a conscious creator of our life. Do you recognize there is a creative power? Do you recognize that it responds to the nature of your thought? Last week's talk, we talked about that. What are the greatest discoveries of humans? Number one was what? We can think. Number two, we could focus. Number three, what we focus on, we create. Number four, we're not limited by our past. You have that power right now, but you have to build a belief. And a belief is your thoughts, words, actions, and feelings, all directed toward a specific result, held persistently and consistently, consciously and unconsciously. And that, my friends, is the work. That is the process of creation. What do you believe? The great teacher Jesus talked about that. He made it very clear in 8 words. It's done unto you as you believe. Your life is a mirror, a reflection of what you believe. And you are not limited into what you can build a belief about. Each of us is born with the ability to heal ourselves, to create wealth, or any other aspect that we choose, as we do live in a world of infinite possibilities. But do you believe that? Do you believe it's possible? Use a baseball example. Do you believe that you could hit a pitch that's 40 miles an hour? If you believe that, can you now stretch that belief? Do you believe you can hit a pitch that's 45 miles an hour, and then 50, then 60? You see, you don't wake up one day and be able to hit a pitch that's 100 miles an hour. No, you build your view of that. You build a greater and greater and greater belief about your possibilities. You do that with every aspect of life. But too often, you've not created your beliefs. You've blindly accepted what your parents have taught you, what the church has taught you, what society's taught you, what the media has taught you, what the government has taught you. It's time to unteach yourself all of that and embrace your creative power, and that there's unlimited possibilities for you. It is unfortunate that we've been domesticated into believing we are limited and unworthy of a great and glorious life. But the true people who understand that the power is in them, they have a fulfilling life. For me, that's better than a great life, because I don't know what a great life is. It's different for everyone. And I don't believe in unrealistic expectations, because I'm unique. So what fulfills me is not the same thing that's going to fulfill my wife, my friends, the rest of the world. I'm unique. So are you. But you have to let go of the domestication. We must become believers that we can and then must develop a belief about whatever we wish to experience. Can you believe that the possibility exists? Did you just hear what I said? Can you believe that there's a possibility that you can create your life? That's the only opening I'm looking for. Because if you can believe that it is possible, now you can become a scientist and use this theory that your beliefs create and begin to prove it for yourself over and over and over again. I'm not talking to you about anything I haven't proven to myself. I never do. I only teach what I've proven, that I've demonstrated in my own life. I've proven, and you can read this in my book, The Power in You. It's a great book. You ought to get it. I'm telling you right now, it's got 16 powers. But in my book, I talk about my experience, how I proved I can get rid of a brain tumor. Using these spiritual principles I'm talking about, and then backed up by medical science, who showed that the tumor was no longer there after I'd done the work. And guess what? If I can do it, you can do it, because the power that exists within me exists within you. You see, I'm putting this just as clearly as I can to define for you what a belief is. A belief are your thoughts, words, actions, and feelings aligned toward a specific result, held persistently and consistently, consciously and unconsciously. Every word is important that you understand. I would invite you to spend time this week to truly understand and memorize this so that you know what a belief is, so that you know what you have to do to create that new belief. So why don't people do this or stick with something to fruition? There are two reasons. Number one, it's not important to them. And the second is they don't believe they're worthy. You will do whatever you believe is important to you. I can count on that. I cannot count on you doing something that's not important to you. But most of the time, we've been put down so much that we don't believe we're worthy of the right partner, of the right kids, of the right family, of the right money, of the right job, of the body that we would love to have. We don't believe we're worthy. And then we don't believe it's important. So you have to make a decision. What's important to you? And know that you're worthy of it. So here are some steps to reclaiming your power. Number one, you have to know that you are worthy. You were created out of the infinite, by the infinite, to express yourself infinitely in your own unique way. Because of who you are, you're worthy simply by that alone. Number two, you have to decide what you want. You, and only you, decide what you want. Not your wife, not your husband, not your children, not your mother, not your father, not the corporation, not the religion. You have to decide what you want. So that means you've got to know yourself and you've got to know what truly you want. That's work. Then you've got to test this power to see if it works. That's right, test it. Find something small that you can build a belief on and see how you demonstrate. Once you get that confidence, you'll move on bigger and bigger things. Then you've got to build that new belief. Whatever it is, if it's about abundance, a relationship, your health, your career, your connection to the divine source, whatever it is, you have to build that belief. Next, when you build that belief, you never give up for anyone or anything, because you understand your life is your life. And if you want to live a fulfilling life, you have to embrace your desires. The greatest relationships are those where your partner gives you the freedom to be yourself, to pursue your dreams, supporting you while you support them pursuing theirs. And every day, express gratitude for your new life. I now claim gratitude for the abundance in my life. I claim and know gratitude for my perfect, healthy body. I claim and know gratitude for the loving relationships I have. I claim and know gratitude for the power that is within me. Every day, express specific gratitude for your new life. You're reinforcing the belief that you have built. For your life to be what you desire, you must take control of your mind and never again settle for a limiting thought or put yourselves in situations where you feel it's necessary to limit yourself. This is a big step, because most people in your life are there because you've limited yourself. And together you can go around talking limiting thoughts, complaining, bitching, moaning, all of that. But for you to rise up to the very top of your glass, you've got to stop caring what other people think about your life. And you've got to care and love yourself and build beliefs that serve you so that you can be the most fulfilled, beautiful soul that the world has ever seen, because you truly are unique. You are perfect just the way you are. Your job is to live it, breathe it, and experience it in all of its glory and grandness. I want to thank you for taking time to be with me today. And if you love or like the ideas that I'm presenting, go to agapespiritualcenter.com. Click on the calendar and see all the events that we've got planned and participate. Most everything is virtual. We do have some local Sunday stuff, but almost everything is virtual. Also, buy my book, The Power in You by Rev Lee on Amazon. Kindle, soft copy, hard copy, audio, all there for you. And last, if this information serves you, make a donation. Because in order to receive, you have to give. So I'm giving the energy of my words. I would love for you to give a gift to support Agape so we can bring this message to greater and greater numbers of people. I know you'll do what's right in your heart, because your heart is your guide. And so with that, know that I'm here to support you should you need it. And what I tell every member of the Agape family all over the world, we can't support you if we don't know. And the only way we know is if you ask. And when you ask, you're telling the universe, I am worthy. With that, my beautiful ones, make this a great day. Much love